This is Dana from NexGen, and I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend. Well, this morning, what I would like to do is just to discuss how the notebooks, journals, and planners that I showed you these past few weeks help me attain planner peace and to help me remain balanced. And if you don't know what I mean by balanced, let me go ahead and switch over to show you the different areas that make up being balanced. Okay, so those are the wellness dimensions that keep me balanced. So I'll go ahead and start with the first one. For spiritual wellness, I use a faith journal to document notes from my daily devotion. So I have a book of daily devotions that I read every morning. And what I do is, if I'm led to, I'll write notes on how what I read resonates with me and how I'm going to conduct myself the rest of the day based on what I read. And a lot of it is very insightful. So I really enjoyed the daily devotion. And each year I read something different. So each day that I'm reading it, I actually write down the year in which I read it. So my challenge this year is to finish it reading it each day. And I actually purchased it in 2020, I believe. So this is going to be really good. I use the planner to document my steps, water intake, and sleep hours. Now, for everything else, of course, I'm going to use my Fitbit, and also I think it's called My Fitness Pal. So I'm getting the information from there and I'm putting it on my planner. And they have what they call a habit tracker. So they have weekly habit trackers that are like a sticker, and I can document those, like my water intake, whether I made my goal of 8 ounces or 64 ounces or whatever my goal is, my 15,000 steps. I would mark down each day when I met that goal. And I also use the planner to document my medical and dental appointments. And then when I used to go to the gym and they had classes, I actually wrote down what we were going to be doing that particular day. For example, Saturdays might be yoga. Then I might have HIIT training on Wednesday. So, different things going on different days. I would make sure that I put it down in my planner. So, and then I document my spending and my bills on the monthly portion of the planner. So in my big vertical planner, I actually use the monthly pages to document what I've spent in any upcoming bills. In my previous video, I talked about how I dedicated a planner for my business. So I have a planner and I think a 3-ring binder that is dedicated for my business. If there are any upcoming events, I put them in the planner. So I want to make sure that I don't have any conflicts. I also put down people's birthdays and anniversaries so that I don't miss them, because my birthday is important to me. So I figured everyone's birthday is important to them. So I always make sure that I put down important events. Now, for 2023, I actually have a dedicated journal for recording how I feel about things. And I feel better once I've written those things down that have been challenging. So if I've had a negative experience or something happens that was challenging me, I actually wrote about it and how I felt about it. I also wrote down things that were positive and how I felt about those. And the ones that are positive and how I felt about those, I actually go back and revisit what I wrote. It's really therapeutic for me. So I go to the library. I either go to the library physically or I actually go online, so you can actually check out books and other things online from the library. So I am checking out books that I'm interested in to help build myself intellectually. And I'm always taking notes for future reference. So if I got a book from the library and I took the notes, but I found out that I think I would need to keep that book for whatever reason, then I may go ahead and purchase the book. But when I'm starting out, I actually go to the library first to make sure that's the type of book that I think that it is. And then I take notes that, that would benefit me. Now, I'm mindful about my environment. That's why I purchased the reusable notebook. And that was one of the ones in the previous videos where I talk about the reusable notebook. And I have a cleaning schedule and a donation schedule that I will put in my planner. And I have significantly reduced my time on my electronic devices because I'm using paper planners, journals, and notebooks. And I'm basically spending a lot more time outside, enjoying nature, if you will. And even though you can buy these things separately, like you can have a faith planner and a planner that you can document your physical wellness. There's one where you can have a planner that's dedicated for financial planning and getting out of debt. Even though you can buy these planners and journals separately, I actually use my planners, journals, and notebooks for all of the wellness dimensions. So I don't have to have multiples. I can put them all in one place. And it's been working for me so far. Now there's some people that, for whatever reason, they feel that it's in their best interest to have a separate planner that's dedicated for something. For example, I have a dedicated planner that's dedicated for my business. So it's all according to what your needs are. So thank you for spending time with me. I hope the information that I provided was beneficial on how I'm using the wellness dimensions to keep myself balanced when I'm using my planners, notebooks, and journals. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Have a great week.